Hi everyone, welcome back to Rachel's Enchanting Cakes. Now for today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make these absolutely stunning yet very simple Christmas cookies. These are excellent for a beginner baker, very simple techniques used, and the full recipe and method is included. Remember, if you like what you see on the channel, please do support it by subscribing, and let's make a start with this fantastic tutorial. Add 120 grams of salted butter directly to a mixer and beat until it's light and fluffy. Once beaten, add 100 grams of caster sugar directly to the butter mixture and cream until it's all incorporated. Now add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 egg yolk and beat again until it's all mixed together. Finally, add a combination of 170 grams of plain flour and 55 grams of self-raising flour and start by mixing this with a wooden spoon. Once you have mixed it together, then get your hands in there until it's all comes together and it's lovely and firm. Wrap your biscuit mixture in some cling film and simply place directly into the fridge for about 15 minutes. This will just allow it to firm up and make it easier for you to roll out and cut out shapes. Sift some plain flour directly onto your work surface. Then you want to roll out your dough. I'm doing mine in between 5mm spaces with some baking paper directly on top. Take your cutter and simply cut out a shape of your choice. I then use a much smaller cutter directly into the center before placing this onto some baking paper. Repeat this for the rest of your biscuit mixture. Place these in the oven at 180 degrees centigrade for 10 to 12 minutes until light golden brown. This is what they will look like once baked. Now grab yourself a cup of coffee, leave these to one side to cool down, and we can start the decoration. Start by placing some ready-to-use clear isomalt directly into a container and place it in the microwave on a 30-second burst to start with, and then after that for every 15 seconds. After your isomalt has stopped bubbling, this is the time to pour it directly into the centre of each of your cookies. You can use a cocktail stick to bring it further out, and make sure your cookie is placed upside down directly onto some baking paper. I repeat this for each one, but then you want to add some sprinkles to the other because these are going to be sandwiched together in between the cookies. Simply leave these to one side and just allow the isomalt to set again. For the top of the Christmas cookies, I am choosing to use white modelling chocolate. This will keep it super tasty. Simply take a sky blue food colouring, add it to your modelling chocolate and knead it in until you get the colour desired. You can always add some extra if you want to. Using the Katie Sue Snowflake embossing mould, start by adding some icing sugar. If you don't have this mould in your collection, just look at the moulds that you do have and the different embossing mats, and the technique works the same. I then simply tip out the excess and taking some of the rolled out modelling chocolate, I very carefully roll this over the embossing mat. I then flip it the opposite way round and roll over the back. And due to it being modelling chocolate, I then placed mine in the fridge for about 15 minutes before attempting to pull the mat away. I then very carefully remove the mat. Now, due to the detail, that is why it needed 15 minutes. If your embossed pattern is not as detailed, it won't need as long. I then use the same cutters that I used for the cookies. So we want the largest snowflake first for the outside, and then take the smaller snowflake for the centre. So we're just repeating what we did with the cookies. I then add some glaze icing to the top of the cookie that has no sprinkles in the centre. Glaze icing is just a mixture of icing sugar and water. You can't make a mistake, there's no measurements required, simply mix it together, and if it's too runny, add extra icing sugar. I then place on the modelling chocolate and get this exactly where I want it. Using the same method with the glaze icing, but this time on the cookie with the sprinkles directly in the centre. This is going to act like a glue once it's dried, and then you simply place the other cookie directly on top. And finally, using some edible metallic paints, I simply paint the embossed sections. Now, you don't have to be neat at painting to do this. This is why it's great for a beginner baker. It's all raised above the actual modelling paste. It really is as simple and as easy as that, but how striking do these cookies look? I really do hope I've helped you all again today. Happy baking, everyone, and I'll be back soon with an awful lot more new, completely free content.